Part 3 of chapter 34 is lit. Hoshi actually appeared, and we were able to see his ability and what he's able to do. And we were able to see a true Trojan fight where a Trojans are able to master their abilities and were able to clash towards each other. And this chapter was so lit. And I honestly want to apologize for the misinformation that I said in my last review, because I said that it seems as if Tokyo is falling, but it was actually Hoshi that was actually arriving to the scene because he was able to know and where their locations were and to able enough to go ahead and save them from Mother. And Hoshi, he was incredible throughout this chapter. He showcased that he is a person that you do not want to mess with, because this man was able enough to handle the masked man, and it looks like he's going to be able to handle Mother. And how the way that the interactions and the stare that he was giving to the masked man and Mother, it seems as if that this is not his first interactions with them, and know how dangerous they are. But we go in the beginning of the chapter as Hoshi finally arrived to save Ellie and Azuma and Tokyo, and as three of them or two of them are actually stunned to see their teacher actually arrive at the area. But the masked man, he gives Hoshi that stare down like, oh, you're here. And then so as of this moment, Hoshi didn't waste any time at all, because this man literally went straight to work as he just do one of his attack called the Integral Cosmos, as a huge explosion actually erupt around the area, hitting Mother and the actual masked man. And at this moment in time, you'll be thinking that, oh, Ellie and Azuma was hit by this attack because they're around the area of the explosion, but it wasn't. The only thing that was damaged was the cage that they were trapped in, because with the Integral Cosmos, it goes on ahead and harms the target that the user is actually targeting. But the people that's around the area, it won't harm those innocent people. So just like how Hoshi, he used this attack to attack Mother and the masked man, they will get the full effect. But Ellie, Azuma, and Tokyo, they won't get the full effect, as Azuma is shocked and amazed to see his teacher was able to display this power, because he is the only first class Choujin that can learn this special move. So as of this moment, the masked man, he takes off his jacket, which is very surprising, because the masked man, he never takes off his jacket, and we never see the masked man actually takes a fight very seriously, because this is the first time we're able to see it. Because normally when we see the masked man, he just one shot or he toys with his victims. This time he knows that Hoshi is that dude. So as of this moment, they both start to clash as Hoshi tells Azuma, hey, hold Tokyo and Ellie, because things are about to go down, and we are able to see these two behemoths actually clash, because this huge gravity pulse that kind of looked like a black hole actually is like in the middle between them, as we see Azuma is trying to hold Ellie and Tokyo, because both of them are using gravity techniques. And at this moment, you can see Hoshi, he tells the masked man that you already know what happens if a pit of gravity against gravity. Batista, as both arms of the masked man actually was ripped off, and it was just very stunning to see that. And even the masked man was like, damn, he got me. So as of this moment, Hoshi actually used the rubble from the blast to make a spear to try to throw it at the masked man. But the masked man see what he was doing, and he was able to control his arms that are flying in midair out of his body. He goes on ahead and pull a hole of a dimension. Remember, Kathy's hole that he was discussing when Tokyo actually entered into the Omega Tower. So when he pulled that, we see a huge dimension swallowing this giant spear of rubble that was going towards him. And as of this moment, during this whole scuffle, Azuma is surprised, because he says, so this is what a real Choujin fight looks like. And you honestly have to agree with him, because this is a Choujin fight where we're able to see that two people are able to master their abilities and are able to clash towards each other. And honestly, this is the first time Azuma actually sees a Choujin fight, because we already know that Ellie and Tokyo already saw people battling against each other when it came to a Choujin fighting against a Choujin. So during this whole time, we see that the masked man was able to teleport that spear into the other direction of the tower. And as of this moment, he starts to talk to him and he says, I surpass you in a number of arts and I am capable of. I sure you have plenty of time in your hands. But as of this moment, we see that Hoshi, he's not wasting any time. So as of this moment, Hoshi, he goes on ahead and use the gravity to pull and attack the masked man, making the masked man fly a thousand or hundreds of miles away. As you can just see, the masked man is clashing through buildings and everything. Like, it just panels of, you just see that the masked man is getting like be thrown into buildings and people's apartments. And this whole time, the masked man is saying that I will kill you. And he just keeps going and going and going and going. And as of this moment, Tokyo, Ellie, and Azuma are surprised of what they have seen. Tokyo, he's just out of energy at this moment, but he was just like, damn. So as of this moment, you think that the coast is clear? No, because Mother is back. And we see Hoshi, he's looking at Mother and he says, listen, the Vergants of the pitiable witch of Yamato. And the chapter ends as we see Hoshi, he's staring down Mother. And as Mother grew 2 more extra limbs, and it seems as if she's forming herself into this weird creature. And the chapter just ends because, man, Hoshi showcased that he is that dude because he is the first class Choujin and he was able to handle the masked man who has multiple abilities. So it was just really amazing to see him in action and actually see him in a real fight. But I do believe that we're going to see more of the masked man interfering, but also too, we're going to be able to see Mother in action as well. And so the next chapter is just 100% pure hype, because just to able to see what all 3 of them are going to be able to do, it was just really amazing. And I really do like how Hoshi, he was able to come and save Ellie and Azuma, which was very weird because it didn't showcase them showing like signals to calling other children for help. But we probably might see more abilities of Hoshi because it illustrated that, like, his gravity powers and how he's able to like use explosions with gravity is to the next level. So he probably has more of advanced skills to be able to do that. And it's just very, very interesting. But another thing to pull out with this chapter is that you could just tell that the masked man and Hoshi, they know each other. And the way how the masked man was talking to him, it kind of seems like, yeah, they know each other. They're either brothers or they just really, really know each other. But other than that, let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this chapter. What's your guys' favorite moments? Let me know down in the comment section. If you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monotone Man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.